It may be free for all in Zimbabwe when it comes the ruling elites, or let me call it the self-created royal family of Zimbabwe, because Mnangagwa is after creating a dynasty. When you look at him, that's why he wants to be called with names associated with past kingships. So his wife was expected to make a public address at a 2-day event in the UK. Zimbabweans vowed that they were going to mount protest against Emerson Dambudzo, Mnangagwa's wife. The event was scheduled to be on the 17th to the 18th of June. And the wife of Emerson Dambudzo, Mnangagwa, is a no-show to that particular event. What made it worse, I think, for her was the withdrawal of the Labour Member of Parliament, that is Dawn Buckler. The moment she realized that she was going to address this event alongside with the wife of Emerson Dambudzo Mnangagwa, she eventually pulled out and said she cannot stand in one room and address individuals whilst in that particular room dining with a woman who is actually encouraging his husband to trample on the rights, civil rights of the people of Zimbabwe. Greetings and welcome on your lovely channel, that is the Hloniphani Global News. If you're watching us for the very first time, please do remember to press the red or black subscribe button so that next time when we beam live, guess what? You become the very first one to watch us. So it's a blow for the wife of Emerson Dambudzo Mnangagwa. She was supposed to address an event called the First Ladies of Africa Impact and Resilience Summit. In abbreviation, they call it FLAIR Summit. It was supposed to be held at, in fact, it was held because it went ahead, but without her, at Royal Leonardo Hotel in Tower Bridge, that is London, on the 17th as well as the 18th, but the First Lady did not show up. There was already mounting pressure. She was going to be embarrassed by her own people from Zimbabwe who are residing in the UK. We had already put in place protest to protest against the inclusion of Emerson Dambudzo Mnangagwa's wife in that program. Zimbabweans are saying you cannot come pretend to be a caring individual to the outside world whilst undermining the rights of the citizens of Zimbabwe. And also, I think what made her to backtrack is the fact that, the mere fact that also one of the members of parliament in Britain, I mean for Labour Party, that is Dawn Buckler, decided to pull out the moment she heard that there was the name of Auxilia Mnangagwa, who happens to be the wife of Emerson Dambudzo Mnangagwa, who was going to address alongside with her. She totally pulled out and it made news. I think I spoke about it, was it yesterday? And I think all this pressure, Mnangagwa ended up advising his wife not to attend that particular event. But the spokesperson of the government, obviously, they would not concede to such an embarrassment and acknowledge that indeed the wife of Mnangagwa did not go to this event because of these tangible reasons that were playing out, of which attending that event was going to be an embarrassment, because the people of Zimbabwe were going to make sure that they physically confront it. Remember, it is in UK. In UK, people are allowed to protest. Definitely, they're going to protest. They're going to cause a scene, and she was not brave enough to be confronted in such a manner. Already there was a lot of publicity about this, and she had tainted, I'm sure even the organizers of this event were also panicking about inviting this kind of a woman who caused other guests to actually decide to cancel because she was part of the event. This is how actually the world views. I like what Dawn Buckler, Labour MP, did. This is the perception of how they view and how they treat detectors or wife of detectors or people who are undermining the rights of the citizens, and then go to the outside world and then pretend to be messiahs of this world. So she was showed a middle finger, not used to such treatment in Zimbabwe, whereby she can abuse the women in the name of doing charity programs and so forth, and the women cannot actually protest, they cannot do anything because they are in control. Their bedroom actually gives instructions on what should be done, and it should be adhered to. So it's a win, especially for those who are fighting for democracy in Zimbabwe. Though individuals like George Charamba would actually spin propaganda and say she had a lot of commitments, that is why she decided to cancel that particular event. Come on, get a life, George Charamba. What commitment does the wife of Emerson Mnangagwa has, except to be a busybody for nothing, spending the budget of the Ministry of Tourism? I wonder how it feels to be Barbara Ronzi working. Because in the front of that ministry, it is the wife of Emerson Mnangagwa. The budget that is supposed to be used by that ministry, it is channeled on someone else's wife, most probably buying expensive gifts when she goes outside the world, because her role is not complementary to any maybe if there is any government effort that is being done by Mnangagwa, of which I have never seen any as far as I'm concerned. Thank you very much for watching us. If you're watching us for the very first time, please do remember to press the red or black subscribe button so that next time when we beam live, guess what, you become the very first one to watch us. You can financially support this channel before I go by pressing the join button and be part of our members who are the heartbeat of this channel. You can equally do so by pressing the thanks button and send us stars. When I talk with money, some of you just forget. For your unwavering support.